like to start the video out today by giving a huge shout out to Andenstar. So they make digital microscopes like this one here, and they sell them on Amazon. So they emailed me and offered to send me their newest microscope. This thing is awesome. I've never had a microscope even close to being this good. So I don't need my laptop, which is the best thing about it, one of the best things about it for me, because that thing was taking a bunch of space. I just plug it in over here, and I mean, look at this image quality. You can just press the button here to zoom all the way in. I mean, look at how great that is. You can get nice and close, check for RPMs and all those tiny errors that are going to be hard to spot. You can record with this, take pictures. This thing is insanely good. So far I'm ecstatic about it. I can't wait to use it on my hunts here. And that's just not because they sent it to me. I mean, this thing, I've never used a microscope this good. This thing is awesome. Really excited to keep using it. It also comes with even like a little remote, so you can change the brightness, you can change the zoom on here, all sorts of settings, take pictures and videos. Yeah, this thing is amazing. It's got little spotlights that you can adjust to get the lighting you want on your coin. Cannot recommend this enough already, just from using it, trying it out a little bit. And I cannot wait to keep using it for the channel. So thank you so much to Andenstar. If you guys want to check out this microscope, I will have the Amazon link in the description. I definitely recommend checking this one out. It is by far better than the old microscope I was using. So definitely give that a look on Amazon, see if it's something you might need for your coin collecting, because it's definitely going to be a game changer for me. I'm not sure how many of you have seen the community post from earlier in the week, but I was out of town for work and I got a hotel, and I hunted coins for my last video in that hotel. But anyway, there was a coin shop like right down the road, so I hit that up and I did get a couple pretty good finds here. So this one is going to be a Canadian cent, just a really early one. This one's King George V. I've never found one like this, metal detecting or coin roll hunting. I found a lot of the newer King George coins from like the 30s or 40s. But this is going to be the older style. And these have always been pretty cool, but I've never found one. So I was just happy to pick that up. They threw it in with this coin actually, and this one was the best find of the hunt here. So this was in a foreign bin with just a bunch of foreign silver. I don't even think the guy really knew what it was. He didn't seem super knowledgeable on his coins, but this is going to be a capped bust dime. They made these in the early 1800s. This is probably from the 1820s or the 1830s. It's almost worn flat, unfortunately, but you can see some of the details here. It's definitely a cap bust. I don't know if we'll get a date on it, but we will check it out under the microscope just so you guys can see some of these features a little bit better. You can see the stars on the right side here. Well, where the date would be down here, I think it's pretty much going to be completely gone. And then you can see the capped Lady Liberty here. You can just see the outline of her. Not much going on the left side of the coin. And I will flip it around here to show you guys the reverse, which I think is pretty awesome on these. You've got the ribbon above the eagle and the eagle with the shield. Yeah, I was just amazed to find these with a bunch of foreign silver. The foreign silver wasn't even close to being this old either. It was mainly like 1900s, a couple 1800s coins in there, but not super old. But this is very early US coinage. I thought it was awesome. I don't have any coins this old from the US at all. I think I might have a couple Barber dimes, but I don't have any seededs or anything like that. So this is by far the oldest US coin I own. And it was $2 for this and the Canadian cent here, so really cheap. I wasn't a fan of the coin shop though. I'll tell you guys a little bit of a story about that one. So typically in those coin shops, they'd have bins that are labeled like a quarter, 50 cents or whatever, and you just pick the coins out of there and buy them for that much. The people working there will know what it costs. But at this coin shop, they just had a bunch of bins that weren't labeled. I asked the guy how much it was. He said, just show me what coin you want and then we'll figure out a price. And he would just follow me around with like a price guide for coins and would just look up every single coin I picked up and, you know, charge me over retail. So Won't be going back there. The guy working there was kind of a joke, but I did get a couple good coins here. I don't think he knew exactly what this was. Probably just thought it was some old foreign dime. He didn't seem, like I said, if he needs a price guide to figure out what like common US coins are worth, I don't think he knows much about what he's doing, so got lucky with that one. I mean, $2 is a little over melt for this, which is, I mean, for a coin that old, I couldn't say no to that. But anyway, we are going to be hunting some quarters today. I've got 300 in machine wraps. I've also got a bunch of customer wraps. We'll see how the machine wraps treat us, because I do have a ton of other customer wrap denominations that I'm looking to hunt for another video. So if this gets us good enough finds, we'll call it at that. If I think we need more finds, we will look through these as well. But it's going to be a quarter hunt. I'll get into these machine wraps, and then we will keep it going over here if we need to. Got my first find under the scope ever. The first current find. This one is going to be a crossing the Delaware with a die chip. Look at the image quality of that. You can see that up super nice and close. That's the die chip right there. Yep, that was on roll 10, so we're a third of the way through. Hopefully there is a West Point or something else good in here. I've got find number 2 under the scope here a few rolls later, and this is going to be another crossing the Delaware. This one doesn't have a die chip back here, though. It's actually going to be closer to the front of the hat, which is closer to actually a crown here. I believe the crowns start up here and work their way back. All sorts of die chips on these newer quarters, like 2021 and 2022. There's a bunch of them, but I'm happy to get another find here. I'll let you guys know if I get anything else. Roll 15 is going to give me a pretty good find that I haven't had in a while. This one is going to be a double die obverse. You can see just how thick the lettering is on the scope here on all of the In God We Trust and the mint mark. And I actually pulled a normal Salt River Bay out of the same roll. This is going to be 2020 Salt River Bay. I'll just show you the reverse real quick. Got this one here. So that was the DDO, and this is how the lettering would normally look. And I'll just show you the DDO again just to see how thick that one is, and then this one. So double die, that's a pretty good find. I haven't had one of those in quite some time, so really happy to be on the board with a double die obverse. Roll 23, I'm gonna have a pretty decent looking Drooling George. This one is a 2022 Sally Ride. I'm gonna get that one under the scope to give you guys a better look at it. Yeah, that's a monster die chip. Look at that one right there. That is a big herpes sore right there. Herpes sore. It's pretty funny. I'll take that though. You don't find big die chips like that on these very often, so that's a cool find. Well, this was a surprise in a machine wrapped roll. We've got a wheat penny here. It looks like there's a bunch of tar or something on the back, but usually I don't show other denominations because typically there's nothing good, but that's a wheat penny for sure. So let's see what year we have. 1919, that's crazy. It's an 103-year-old penny right there, just sitting in a quarter roll with a bunch of quarters. And if it weren't for all that black crap all over it, that would be in really, really good shape. I'll have to see if there's any way I can like get a toothpick or something and kind of clean that off of there, because that is, I mean, I don't know grading very well, but I would imagine that might be close to like XF in that condition underneath all that stuff. Well, that was exciting find to keep us going here. I don't know if we'll find a W. It's been pretty slow, got some errors, but it's looking like if we don't find anything great coming up, I'll probably be going into those as well. But 1919 wheat penny on the board. Can't complain about that. Those machine wraps are going to be done, and nothing too crazy to show for it. We did get that old wheat penny and a few decent errors, but I'm going to crack into these. I'm not content with this being a full video yet. Actually, these came from the guy in front of me at the bank when I was going to try to get a box. So I got those machine wraps because that's all they had, $300, and I picked up all of the coins that he turned in. He didn't have any markings on his wrappers, so that's a good sign. But you never know. Customer wrap quarters are so hit or miss for me. I either find a couple decent things or nothing at all. I haven't scored huge with customer wrap quarters yet, so hopefully one of these days, but we'll crack into these and see if we can get lucky. I'm on roll 8 of the customer wraps, and I actually got a couple finds in this roll, which is a great sign, because anytime you're finding anything in customer wrap quarters I found, it usually means that it's not from a collector. If I've looked through coins that collectors have been through, I will not find a thing. They pick everything over. But we've got a die chip on this Crossing the Delaware, and in the same roll, we've got another find. We're going to have a Drooling George. Looks like there might be a little die chip on the nose as well. That's something you look for when you have the die chip on the mouth, but we got the one on the mouth as well. That one's pretty decent size, so nice little double find there. Hopefully we can get something better on the board. We've got another good error find a few rolls later. It's going to be another Crossing the Delaware with that signature die chip right there. I find a lot of those, but it's a cool find. Hopefully there's more to come. So I had this Connecticut quarter reverse facing, and it looked like a proof to me, so I flipped it over, and that is going to be a proof. We got the San Francisco mint mark. It's got that mirrored finish. I haven't found a proof actually quarter hunting in a little bit of time, so I'm happy to see that come out of the roll, even though it's pretty worn down. It's a cool find. I got a find on the second to last roll here. It's going to be just another small die chip on a Crossing the Delaware on the hat right there. Hopefully there is something in the last roll. Like I said, it's always kind of rough on these customer wrap quarter rolls. I've never done great on them. We got one roll left. I'll let you guys know if there's any finds in there. That's going to do it for the quarter hunt today with both machine and customer wrap rolls. It wasn't the best hunt I've ever had, but I did get a lot of good errors. I got a proof, and somehow I got a 103-year-old wheat penny. So I wasn't totally upset about the hunt today. I would say the best find is going to be this 2020 Salt River Bay double die obverse or DDO. Got that thick lettering all around the obverse there. Got a pretty hefty die chip on this Drooling George right here, right on the mouth. 2022. This one was a Sally Ride. We've got this proof here, the Connecticut State Quarter 1999, and of course the wheat penny. I still got to see if I can clean that up a little bit. It's not going to be a valuable coin either way, but you hate to see that kind of stuff on there when it's probably in decent shape underneath all that. We've got a bunch of the small die chip Crossing the Delawares. I got to start selling these on eBay or something. I've got a ton of them all rolled up. I've probably got a few rolls full of them, and I mean, I find them pretty frequently, so definitely could start making some money off of them. I think they sell for $2 or $3 pretty easy on eBay still. We've got a Drooling George here, a little more minor one with a die chip on the mouth. This one is going to be a Sally Ride as well. And that is it for the finds. I appreciate you guys for watching this one. If you're new to the channel and you like the video, please smash that subscribe button. You won't want to miss my future videos. And anyone else, if you got something out of this video, if you enjoyed it, give me a like. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on the next one.